Welcome to Keep What You Earn, your judgment and jargon-free zone for entrepreneurs of all levels. Get ready to learn how to scale your business, save money in taxes, and create a business that grows your wealth. If it feels like the financial side of business is like eating your vegetables, well, then think of this podcast as the ranch dressing to make the process a little more enjoyable. My name is Shannon Weinstein. I'm a CPA and business owner on a mission to simplify money and empower others through knowledge. I hope this episode inspires you to take action, but remember that the information we share is for educational purposes only and is not individual tax advice. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start the show. Hey, welcome back to the show. Today, I wanted to share something with you that I've been thinking about a lot as we near the end of the year. And it's such a great time to reflect, not just set goals for the next year, but reflect on the year that you've had, reflect on how far you've come, and put another year in the books. And one of the ways that I do that is I really get intentional about what I want to get out of the next 12 months and more importantly, who I need to surround myself with. And typically, and every year of my business since I started it, I have been a part of some type of business community or mastermind or coaching program or something. I hired my first business coach in 2019 who encouraged me to start really diving into, the option of starting my own business, doing what I love to do for the people I love doing it for. I started with actually serving fitness professionals and my company's name, which it still is legally, is called Fit Financial Solutions. And that morphed into the Keep What You Earn brand you know now. And every single year it's evolved, but so has the type of mentorship that I seek. And every year I've leveled up and leveled up. And I always ask myself, okay, who do I need to be in the room with in the coming year? Who should I be absorbing? Who should I be in the orbit of? And you know what? This year was a really different year because I kind of found myself reflecting on the year that we've had and looking at how much my team has grown and looking at how much my company has grown. And I found myself, I was a part of, as an example, Chris and Lori Harder's dinner series this year, which was a great resource to network and have high level conversations with a lot of great business owners. And what I took away from that experience, among many things that benefited my business, it was this that every time I was in that room, I also felt this little bittersweet feeling of, I can't believe I get to be here. I can't believe I'm the only I can't believe I'm the only one that gets to be here. And it was this kind of not guilt, but it was kind of this sense of, damn, I really wish my team could be here because I'm going to go home. I'm going to go integrate so many things that I'm learning and I'm going to be passing this on to them. And I couldn't possibly bottle all of what I'm feeling up into something I could actually tell them and pass it on to them. I can't replicate how I feel. I can't give them what I've been given in terms of this knowledge or this type of experience and what I'm taking home from it. They get the souvenirs from it, but they don't get the experience. And I wanted to change that. So I actually decided consciously this year, 2025, I'm not going to be investing in a mastermind. I'm not going to be investing in any sort of coaching community or mentorship because I'm going to be turning back around to my team and bringing them with me. I'm going to be saying, hey guys, if we're going to do something, we're going to do it together. And if I'm going to invest in something, it's going to be putting one of you in these rooms because you need to be hearing this stuff firsthand. It's so important. It's so imperative. And I realized that the further I try to advance myself, the bigger gap I create between me and my team. And I want to make sure that they're hearing the same mission, the same, messaging that I am. And that's super important to me. And this is just a major part of what we're going to be doing in 2025 is I'm going to be saying, hey, if it's not about bettering the team, then it's not for our budget this year. It has to be all about building the team, building and bettering the team. Hey, it's Shannon, and I wanted to remind you that the love language of podcasters is reviews. If you wouldn't mind taking a couple of seconds just to leave us a review if you're enjoying this show, we would really, really appreciate it. Okay, back to the show. In thinking about that, I also had this other idea, which it's not a novel idea, but it's something I'd never really put into place yet, which was this coming year will be our first entire team offsite where we're going to meet in person. We're a completely virtual business and proud of it, but we're going to actually do an in-person meetup. And I said, you know what? If I can't pay for, or not really want to pay for multi-thousand dollars per seat for my whole team, right? If I don't want to pay for all of you to be in a mastermind with me, and I don't want to, pay 8x the number of tickets to these things and bring everyone with me like an entourage, I said, well, it might be more cost effective if I hosted my own retreat, if you will, my own offsite with you guys. But I'm going to bring in the speakers. I'm going to bring in the people that I get to hear and that I get to learn from. And I want to bring those people into orbit around my people and for them to learn and then to be able to ask questions and to get exposure to the people who have made major influence in my business over its first 5 years. And honestly, I feel like they're going to get reconnected to our brand, reconnected to our business. And I would encourage you to think about doing something similar for your business. Think about all the things that you're consuming, even if it's just content, like if there are books that you're reading, if there are YouTube channels that you're subscribing to, if you're consuming content, podcasts you listen to, even this podcast, if you have a team and they don't listen to this podcast, share it with them. Share what you're learning, share what they can benefit from. And the biggest thing for me is making it easy to share that. We've actually done a couple of things to do that. And it's not just the offsite idea, which I'm so excited for, but it's also about, creating a forum. We actually have a book club list where you can actually browse like stuff in my library. It's like, here's all the stuff Shannon's listening to right now or Shannon's reading. And not just me, the whole team. You can put your own stuff in there. And it's helpful to know what people are consuming right now because it will help contextualize the ideas that are coming out and see potentially where my area of focus is. If you actually look at my book list, you'll see there are several items on there that will clearly articulate what I'm focusing on right now. And I think that's important to share with your team and become transparent about so that you're not off in a corner doing something and leaving them out completely. So, just a reminder, make sure that you're bringing your team along for the ride. Make sure that you're pouring back into them with everything that you're consuming because if it's not for them, then, what type of work environment are you creating? What type of culture are you building? That's so important to build. It's so important that your brand is not just your persona, it is the reputation that you leave behind by being a great company to work for, just as much as it is being a great company to hire or for your clients to work with. You have to be building up the rapport with your employees just as well as your customers. And you have to make sure that they are also very well supported in your company. Do not forget about them. Don't think that, oh, if they want to go, they'll invest in themselves. No, it's your job to invest in them if they work for you. So that's one thing we'll be trying this year is we're not going to be investing in any new, educational programs and things that benefit solely me. It's got to be all about the team. So I would encourage you if you're thinking about investing, if you're thinking about investing in something similar, put it through a filter like that. Say, is this going to benefit my overall team? What am I going to take away from this? Who can I bring along with me? And how can I share this with them just as well?
Okay, real talk. Our business can really mess with our emotions and our mindset. Am I right? One day we feel like we're unstoppable, like we could run through a wall, and then the next we want to burn it all down and start from scratch. Hey, I'm with you. A lot of this has to do with how we approach our money. And if you need a quick jolt of mindset habits for the next 5 days to help you reboot and recalibrate, check out my 5-day financial mindset refresh delivered straight to your email. Click the link in the show notes to sign up right now. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review on your podcast platform. This small action goes a long way for podcasters to get our message heard by more business owners just like you. Be sure to check out the show notes for links to information about our guests and ways to get in touch with me. We'll see you on the next episode.